ईश्वर अपने साथ है, डरने की क्या बात है। समय से पहले भाग्य से ज्यादा बोलो किसने पाया है। तेरा था जो तुझे मिला है, कोई तो छीन न पाया है। समय से पहले भाग्य से ज्यादा बोलो किसने पाया है। तेरा था जो तुझे मिला है, कोई तो छीन न पाया है।
वहाँ सुनने में आता है
सौगात है, फिर काहे फिक्रात है। सदा सफलता साथ हमारे, सदा सफलता साथ हमारे। हाथ में उसके हाथ है, ईश्वर अपने साथ है, डरने की क्या बात है। जिसके नाम से कितनों के ही बिगड़े काम तो बन जाते, जिसकी याद से जन्म जन्म के कष्ट सभी मिट जाते। जिसके नाम से कितनों के ही बिगड़े काम तो बन जाते, जिसकी याद से जन्म जन्म के कष्ट सभी मिट जाते। सामने वो दिन रात है, प्यार की बरसात है। सदा सफलता साथ हमारे, सदा सफलता साथ हमारे। हाथ में उसके हाथ है, ईश्वर अपने साथ है, डरने की क्या बात है। ईश्वर अपने साथ है, डरने की क्या बात है। ईश्वर अपने साथ है, डरने की क्या बात है।
Om Shanti.
ओम शांति।
Good morning and good afternoon to all brothers and sisters, Babdada's beloved children throughout Asia, Pacific, and Australia. And good morning to our beloved Didi Dr.Nirmala, who is going to share her wisdom to us in today's Q&A session. Welcome, Didi. We are truly fortunate to have you with us today. And for those of you who are new to the Brahmin family, Didi Nirmala is one of the joint chiefs of the Brahma Kumaris, and she oversees the Australasian Pacific region. She's been in Gyan since 1962, 60 years in Gyan. She comes from a respectful religious family in Mumbai. At present, she resides in Gyan Sarovar, Mount Abu. And our topic of discussion today is titled Spirituality and Devotion, or we often refer to as Gyan and Bhakti. The path of knowledge and the path of devotion, what are the similarities? What are the differences? And what are the importance of each? And how should we move forward and make effort on the basis of this understanding? And if you would like to ask questions to Didi, feel free to type your questions in the chat box for Didi to answer later. And without further ado, let's listen to Didi Nirmala's explanation today on spirituality and devotion. Over to you now, Didi.
Om Shanti. Good morning. Bhakti has been done in Bharat for 2,500 years. Since Dwapar Yuga, people have been suffering and they are doing bhakti. Whereas Gyan we get only at this time of Sangam Yuga, one birth. Bhakti is, I would say, easy because there is no need to follow any disciplines. Just do rituals that parents have been doing or the gurus have been suggesting. And bhakti, sometimes the rituals are mechanical. They just do it without having link with God. I myself was doing like that. I used to say Ram, 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 chant Ram, Ram. And the mind would be wandering here and there. And my mother, she was going to the temple of Lakshmi Narayan to prepare garland from flowers. So there would be 4 or 5 mothers helping for preparing garlands for God or images. And whilst doing that, they would be talking about what's happening in the town, who got married, who have child, who is going out of station, who kidnapped whom, etc., etc. So, bhakti, there is no concentration, no aim apart from the feeling that we want to do some service. Now, in Gyan, people find it difficult because we have disciplines. We wake up at Amrit Vela, sattvic food cooked by Brahmins only, no onion, no garlic. We follow brahmacharya and try to have total viceless life, all virtuous, Maryada Purushottam, non-violent. So Bhagats or general public, they are afraid to follow these disciplines because it's easy to do bhakti. They have just one image in front of them and do rituals. So there is no aim object, whereas in spirituality, we are godly student. And we have the aim that we want to become masters of the heaven world. In bhakti, they may achieve temporary peace or happiness, whereas in jnana, we receive the fruit of present efforts for 21 births, long-lasting fruit. So Bhagats, when they are worshipping deities, they don't have any idea as who are they, when they were in the world, how they achieved that status, etc. Whereas with spirituality, we know that they were in golden age or silver age. Lakshmi Narayan in golden age, Sita Ram in silver age. They had 8 births in golden age, 12 births in silver age, and from copper age we started doing bhakti. Now Bhagats, they say they are followers of so and so guru, but they don't really follow those gurus in sense. They don't put on saffron colored dress, don't shave their head, whereas in jnana, we follow all disciplines, whether somebody is a teacher or student or householder. I remember integral yoga Swami Satchidanand. He came to Madhuban and he said, "Oh, these are all swans." He could feel that these are all pure beings, not only wearing white, but there is so much of purity. Bhakti, they sambal. They go to different gurus, different gatherings, lectures, go to mountain for tapasya, whereas in knowledge, we go to just center, but because we are students, we go every day for Morley. Our routine, wherever we are, is the same. Waking up early, listening to Morley, doing karma yoga during the day, evening yoga, and sattvic food, brahmacharya, etc. So we know where we are going, why we are doing all these things. And once we know that little renunciation in Sangam Yuga is going to give us fruit for 21 births. So that renunciation is not so difficult compared to the fortune that we are creating. Bhakti, that is blind faith. They do whatever they are told, but there is no knowledge. If you ask any bhagat or even priest, where are these deities? They'll say, oh, in heaven. They don't know where is heaven. And those who are rich, having car and that bungalow and variety of comforts, they think, oh, we are in heaven. We don't need to do any more bhakti, or no need to have gyan or all this difficult penance, because there needs to renounce non-veg, onion, garlic, sleep, and they have to renounce drinking, smoking, parties, etc. Whereas in Gyan, Baba gives us introduction of soul, supreme soul, karma, drama, religions, etc. So he makes us Trinetri, Trigaldarshi, Trilokinath, and in future it's guarantee that we will go to golden age. So spirituality is something that makes us not only happy in golden age, but we are be able to be peaceful, happy, cheerful, all virtuous, angelic, and equal to Brahma Baba. Now let us take the questions. These questions are from Bali, and Bali is the land of bhakti, land of many rituals and blind faith. So you can understand the questions are whether in devotion or in jnana, people claim that they love God. Can Didi explain what is the difference between devotional love and spiritual love? The devotional love without knowledge. There is that bhavna, but they don't know anything about the deities, golden age, God, nothing. So that love is there. But love, whether in Brahmins, Jnani souls, or Bhagat souls, devotional song, there is number wise. Some have deep love, some have superficial love. So it's not that there is much difference apart from that Bhagat souls. They don't know what they are doing, why they are doing. They just do it because they are told to do it. Next question is in devotion. It's so easy for people to feel love for God and even shed tears of love. But why is it difficult for Brahmins to love God on the path of knowledge? What's the obstacle that makes us unable to love God as much as devotees love Him? I don't agree with this statement, because devotion also, all devotees are not deeply in love of God. Nor all jnani have difficulty in loving God. The obstacle is we cannot see God. And we are so much used, those who have done bhakti, they come to jnana. So they are used to see God as some human idol. Whereas Baba is incorporeal, they can't see Him. And until we become soul conscious and start receiving powers during meditation, we are not able to really feel that love. Because when you experience something, when you are getting something through meditation or knowledge, then naturally you appreciate Baba's love, because it's not tangible. You can't hug God, you can't kiss God, you just feel God, experience Baba's power when we are in a good stage of meditation. We experience Baba's love, peace, happiness, etc. As I said before, because bhakti, when they are doing even bhakti, their mind may be wandering, because there is not knowledge or love for God, no relationship. They just say, God, thou art our mother and father, tvameva matasya pita tvameva. So they sing that, but they haven't established relationship, and hence they don't experience so much love. Next question is, in one of your previous question answer sessions, you mentioned that you are fortunate to have deep love for God from the very start. What is the yukti to be deeply and madly in love with God? Or is it something innate and not everyone can have deep love for Him? The thing is, as I said, some people in bhakti already have love for God, but they didn't know who is God. So as they understand that Shiv Baba is God, they transfer their love from whichever deity they were worshipping to Shiva. Whereas some people in this birth haven't done bhakti, and so they may not have deep love for God. So what they have to do is establish relationship with Baba and experiment with different relationships. For example, foreigners love friends. So make Baba your friend. And from morning, do all your activity with Baba. As soon as you wake up, say, good morning, Baba. Wherever you go, say, come on, Baba, let's go here, let's do this, let's go here, there. So keep Baba's company as a friend and enjoy friendship. Share your news to Baba. Good news, bad news, share with Baba. And accompany Baba in every task. So experiment sometimes with mother, sometimes as a father. When you listen to Murli, have awareness that Shiv Baba is my teacher and teaching this Murli. So experiment will help you to bring that love in your life and also see the transformation in your life. What powers you have received from Baba. And once you realize the powers that are received from Baba, you will feel that love. See the child, neighbor's child. If the neighbor is every day bringing chocolate or peppermint or some biscuit or something for the child will love that neighbor so much, saying every day he will be waiting for the neighbor to come and give him something. So as soon as he sees the neighbor, he'll say, Uncle, what you have brought for me today? And Baba is bringing heaven for us. When that realization is there, naturally, there will be love for Baba. Baba, next question. Baba often says in the Murli that devotion involves a lot of difficulties, whereas he's giving us easy Raj Yoga through knowledge. However, practically speaking, we find that devotion is so much easier to perform than Raj Yoga. Do you happen to experience the same thing? Why this is so? As I said, in devotion, most of the time people find it easy. Only those who are stumbling around, fasting, and especially in Jain religion, they do a lot of penance. Even the women, when they take that sannyas or renunciation, they have to pull each and every hair, and they can't sleep on mattress. They have to lie down on floor, on the mat. And when they go on pilgrimage, like they come to the Delwala temple, they walk all the way. So some of the religions have lot of penance. Even in Vaishnava, what they do is during monsoon, they do the pilgrimage. And during pilgrimage, they don't even use umbrella. They wear white dress and keep on walking without shoes. Or in Christianity, during Easter, they hit themselves, or when they are climbing mountain for their pilgrimage, they walk on their knees. So fasting, whereas in Gyan, we don't fast. So it's not so difficult. And people find meditation or spirituality or Brahma Kumari's Gyan more difficult because every day wake up at 3:30 to 4, not eating food cooked by others, and observing brahmacharya, can't attend parties, no drinking, smoking, all old friends we have to renounce. So sometimes they find it difficult. But when we understand that by renouncing all these things, we are having better meditation. Drinking and smoking, though temporary, there is free of tension, but it spoils our health. So it is good. Baba is telling us to renounce things that are not useful for us. So we have to see that fortune that we create is much more than renunciation we are doing. We are creating our fortune for 21 births. So renunciation is nothing. Next question is in relation to the previous question. How do we become easy Raj Yogi? As Baba often mentions in the Murli, is there any yukti to become easy Raj Yogi? Follow the discipline, Srimad, and you'll find that following meditation is easy. Because knowledge is there. Who is Baba? Where is he? What is he giving? So by knowledge and through disciplines, we can be easy Raj Yogi. Create the love for Baba. Establish all relationship with Baba. And you'll find it's easy. Next question is in devotion. People can easily feel attainment simply by doing rituals, chanting mantras, reading scriptures. But in spiritual Brahman life, even those of us who have become Brahmins for decades still feel as though our efforts are not enough. Why is it more difficult for us to feel attainment on the path of knowledge? The thing is, temporary, there is benefit through bhakti. Temporary, you may feel peaceful, but not permanent. I remember some of the bhagats were complaining. They say, in Mauritius, I met one Christian lady, and she says, I used to go to church, but on Sunday, everybody used to come in a nice fancy dress, and everybody was looking at each other, what others are wearing. So I felt peaceless, and so I have given up going to church. One of the Sikh Punjabi met me in London, and he said that after marriage in a family, they decided to go to Amritsar, their pilgrimage place. And they said there were many rooms, but the whole family was given single room. Secondly, when they were serving food, the food was either overcooked, burned, or undercooked. And they used to throw it like this, the plate. He said that I serve my dog in a better way. So I have decided I'm never going to go to Amritsar. And even my experience, I can share in Bhakti. My family used to go to Pandharpur for pilgrimage. And that pilgrimage during Rakhi Purnima, that is the best festival. And Rakhi is during rainy season. So the temple was, the floor was wet and muddy. Now, to go in a fast lane, our father had to give some bribe, and we could go in a fast lane. And then in the fast lane we went, and as soon as we went near the idol, we offered, all children were given some money. So we gave 5 rupees. And what priest said, if you're giving priest 5 rupees, if you are giving God 5 rupees, priest also should be getting 5 rupees. Then only you can touch the feet of idol. And that time I decided I'm never going to go to that temple where priest is given equal importance to God. I have faith in God, but not in priest. Why should I be giving him? So the thing is, in bhakti, nowadays there is so much corruption. In Christian church, they say, you belong to our church, you can't go to another church. And when I went to Haridwar with my family, there were so many guides who came running and say which clan you belong to. And then somebody said, okay, I served your fathers and grandfathers, and so I am your guide. And there were so many beggars. So my father giving coins, and there were crowds of beggars. So I said, I'm not going to go to that pilgrimage anymore. So the thing is, bhakti also is now corrupt. And some people get totally disinterested in doing bhakti, going to temple, going to pilgrimage. That's my experience. In path of knowledge, all these disciplines and all may make us or feel us that it is difficult. But my experience has been, it has never been difficult for me to renounce sleep or onion garlic or movies, because before Gyan, every weekend we used to go to movie. And so it was easy for me to renounce them and become sattvic without onion garlic. And luckily my family was okay with that. Next question is, even though we know that Baba's knowledge is truth, many BKs who have been in Gyan for many years fall back to their old devotional life and gradually leave Baba, although they have learned the truth. How can we help them endure and stay on the path of knowledge? Due to company, bad company, many people leave Gyan. Or some leave Gyan because they are not able to give up vices, especially celibacy. And they know the truth, but they say, we don't have capacity to follow the path. Or they get frustrated with themselves that they are not able to follow. So we can help them. Yesterday's Murli also Baba says, write friendly letter, write to them why you are leaving Gyan, why you are not attending classes, you are getting the golden age mastery, why you have left. So friendly way, you invite them, and especially when you go from Madhuban, take some toli, talk to them in a friendly way, your experience, and inspire them to carry on study again. And some have come back after few years. They took holiday for few years and they come back again. So there are some examples of Brahman coming again. And I think if we are really loving, sweet and friendly, they can come. In devotion, next question, we passively do whatever is taught and instructed to us by religious leaders. And that is what easy to do. But in knowledge, we are encouraged to actively use our mind and intellect to churn knowledge and inculcate them through personal experience with Baba. This is not easy to do, especially when we have been accustomed to not having to think for ourselves. Do you also find this difficult? What is the method to make this process easy? Yes, to actively use our mind and intellect to churn gyan may be difficult for some people, but at least what I suggest is revise Murli. When you are listening to Murli, write down few important points and revise them. That would be easy. If you can't churn, at least revision is easy. Because don't think it's difficult, I can't do. Start doing it and you will be able to do it. Because being Swadarsan Chakradhari, it's easy. Because Baba has given us the method. And to follow that method is not difficult. Chit chat with Baba is not difficult. Make Baba your friend and have a chit chat with him. It will be easy. So gradually practice from churning yarn to chit chat with Baba to going to subtle region, becoming angel. So that should be not difficult. In bhakti, we love certain things and dislike other things. Due to accepting religious teachings in body consciousness. But in Gyan, we are taught to be soul conscious. We now learn to love Baba, love drama, love God's family, and love every soul in the world. But because of having spent 63 births in body consciousness, this is not always easy. Can Didi please share some methods to help us to be able to love and accept every soul and every scene of drama in a spiritual vision and feeling? So from body conscious, we have to be soul conscious. And that we have to remind again and again, I, the soul, this is my body. In the beginning, we have to remind ourselves again and again. But later on, we become soul conscious. Practice makes you perfect. So keep on practicing it and you will become perfect. So once you become soul conscious, then you will have brotherly vision for everybody. And just as Baba loves every child, whatever child may be, Baba loves them. So what we have to do is create that vision that this is my brother. So just as you have love for your Lokik family, same thing, this is a Lokik family. That brotherly vision will help you to have love and accept every soul. And every scene of the drama is beneficial. Baba says there is benefit in each situation. So try to be positive. See what is the benefit in that situation. And even if something goes wrong in drama, somebody defames you, then you have to remember that you had karmic account, you have cleared that karmic account. If you think whatever defamation they are doing is not really truth, listen through one ear, take it out through other. So it should not go in your heart and hurt your heart. Next question is, there is a saying, those who experience the greatest sorrow are also those who experience the greatest happiness. Do you agree on this? Yes. How does this rule apply in the world drama? Because we enjoy greatest happiness in golden age. And after taking 84 births, we have done so many vikarma. So in 82nd birth, we experience a lot of sorrow. So we clear our karmic account in the last birth. So once I realize that I have cleared my karmic account, then there is no sorrow. Next question is, we have heard that when you have great love for God, you should also have great love for humanity. How do we generate a pure feeling to equally God and all mankind? What's the yukti for this? If you love Baba, you should love Baba's children also, because that's the rule. If you love somebody, whoever he loves, you also love that. And that's the thing. Because humanity, when that awareness is there, that we are all brothers. So we should love everybody, whoever they are, whatever they are, just as Baba has adopted us. Though we were Shudra when he adopted us, he didn't say, oh, I don't like you. He said, you are my children, you are deity in golden age. He reminded our status in golden age and says, you were there, you can become again. Your original, eternal form was pure and you are going to become pure. So that way, Baba helped us. The final question. In bhakti, we are body conscious, which means that we do everything based on sense perceptions. But now in Jnana, we are learning to be soul conscious, which means to do everything based on mind and intellect. However, because we have spent so many births in bhakti, it's not easy to become soul conscious in this one birth. Can you please share some methods to help BKs to become more soul conscious? As I said before, practice will make you perfect. Again and again, remind yourself, I am a soul, I am a soul, I am writing with my hand. So separate yourself from the body and look at others as souls. So keep on practicing that, and then it will become natural soul consciousness. So this is the last question. Keep on practicing. Don't say it's difficult. If you say it's difficult, it will become difficult. If you say it's easy, it will become easy. So be positive and keep on practicing. And Baba will help. Courage of your move one step and Baba will help you by moving forward 100 steps. So these are all the questions. So we don't have much time, but if you have any question in your chat box, you can ask.
Om Shanti, Didi. Like this session is very interesting, and thank you so much for your enlightening explanation. I think I have more than 12 questions in here, but I think maybe we still have time, maybe just for one question. I'm sorry for all the brothers and sisters who are so enthusiastic in asking Didi so many questions, but perhaps there's only time for one. That would be, sometimes we BK still maintain our bhakti concept and mindset, and we're still doing bhakti without even realizing it. Unknowingly, we are still doing, carrying out our bhakti sanskars. Could Didi please shed some light on this? Thank you.
Especially in Bali, it's such a family tradition that sometimes they have to follow their family or their community. So if you are doing it just for the show, it's all right. Because that's what Baba says, not to create peacelessness by being very different or giving up bhakti totally. Just do it. But remember Shiv Baba, even if there is in front of you any image of any deity, you remember Shiv Baba. Now, one has to have full faith in Baba in order to give up bhakti. Because some people have one leg in bhakti and one leg in jnana. They don't want to make special effort to be soul conscious or follow Srimad. Once they have full faith, they will give up bhakti. So Baba says, don't tell them to give up bhakti. They should give up naturally by themselves. Because once they realize what is the truth, if that faith is there, they will give up. But don't force them to give up bhakti, otherwise they are neither in bhakti nor in jnana. Okay? So now let us have few minutes meditation.
Okay, Didi, thank you so much. Just a little more from one of our sisters. She is asking not exactly about doing bhakti rituals, but is there any other actions which are a type of bhakti, like national cultural tradition bhakti? National cultural traditions of bhakti that we Brahmins still do. Is that okay?
What is this, natural or national?
Aboriginal. She's like some cultures like have their kind of ethnic traditions that they still have to carry out. Is that okay if we are Baba's children?
As I said, if it is because of family's force or keeping peace in the family, you may keep on doing what they are doing. But it should not be coming from your heart when you are in jnana. Now, when you are in jnana, you are Brahman. So, it's not your family tradition or national tradition or ethnic tradition.
Thank you so much, Didi. I hope that answers your question. Let us now continue with the song. Close up to the song.
And if there are any questions that they are burning, they can send me email and I will reply them. Because now time is over, we will finish.
Okay, thank you, Didi. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.